Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in today and watching my video. I've just been re-inspired by makeup and I'm starting a channel. And I just want to go through my stuff. I got foundations, blushes, eyeshadows, lipsticks, and just kind of everyday items. And I do want to go through and get rid of all the old stuff I'm not using, stuff I don't want to put on my face. So if you enjoy watching these videos, keep on watching and thank you. Alright, so I have, first of all, my moisturizer slash sunscreens, and I don't really use a lot of primers anymore. I do feel like it's just kind of an unnecessary step. So I guess for sure I'm going to be keeping all of these. This moisturizer I've been using, this is the La Roche-Posay, and I really like it. I've been using it morning and night. My everyday sunscreen right now is the Ole Hendrickson one. This one I love. It has vitamin C and it's kind of got like a yellow tint, so it gives me a really nice glow to my skin. Keeping that. The Summer Fridays, everybody knows about this little jet lag mask, and it's okay. I think I'm just going to keep it as a backup in my collection just in case I need it. I did get it for a Sephora Favorites. It was like a birthday gift, something like that. This is another sample that I'm willing to try. This is the Super Goop. And I don't know, I like the Ole Hendrickson one right now, but this is just kind of a backup. And then in case I do have like an event or something, I will use this primer, the Hydro Grip by Milk. And I like having the mini because I know I'm not probably going to use the full size. And then this is the Iconic London. It's a blurring primer. And I do really like it because I have large pores, but I do like kind of that natural glowy look, and this really gives me that. So I'm going to keep it, and I only have a little bit left in this. Honestly, it's probably about this much, so I'm going to keep using that till I finish it. Next is foundations. Everybody knows the struggle of finding your perfect foundation, and honestly, I don't think that's going to work for me or for anyone because different times of the year it changes. I'm darker in the summer, lighter in the winter, and then just different seasons, your skin's drier, it's more oily. So I don't know, I'll keep probably a few of these, but for sure I'm going to get rid of the Charlotte Tilbury one because it's probably a little old now and it's just too dark for me. Same with this other Charlotte Tilbury one. I do really love them and I'll probably repurchase them at some point, but they're just too dark for my winter skin right now. So then these ones I'm debating on actually keeping these. I do really like kind of more of a skin tint lately, just a lighter look. The Summer Friday one is my favorite in the shade 2, so I'll keep that one, and I'll probably keep this Hourglass Veil one too, but I don't know, just maybe for a backup. It is kind of dark for me. And then these two, I might just keep both of these just for a heavier foundation, more full coverage. I do like this Charlotte Tilbury one, how this applies. It's a stick. It's a little more easier to work with. And then this one might be kind of old, but I might keep it. I don't know. I don't know. I never want to go out and buy something if I don't have it. I don't know if I'm a little bit of a makeup hoarder like that, but it is what it is. Next is concealer. I don't really wear concealer. I don't know if don't do it right, but it just, I don't know. It doesn't always look the best on me. But I do love concealer. This one I've been using since I was 15 years old, the Maybelline. I think everybody can agree. I hate the stopper, but it is what it is. And then these two I think I can probably get rid of just because they're old, and I'm going to check the texture. Yeah, they're not as creamy as they once were. They've hardened up a little bit. But that NARS one, Creamy Concealer, I'm going to repurchase that one for sure. And this Tarte one, I remember getting this on vacation a couple years ago, so that's going to go. I've got a couple powders. I've really been loving this Huda Beauty one. This is the Baby Cake. It's kind of that pinky color. I love these pinky yellow colors that all these companies are coming out with setting powders. So I'm keeping that one. And then this one, I don't know, I'll probably get rid of this one. It's older, but I know powders kind of last a little bit longer, so I don't know if I'll keep that one. I might, but I might not. Next we have bronzers, and I always have troubles finding a bronzer. I feel like everything is just so orangey on me. So yeah, there's that. So I'm not going to be getting rid of any of these. This one I do like in the winter. It's a little lighter, but I love the texture on this one. It's so creamy and so beautiful. This Hula one is definitely kind of a summer bronzer for me. It's kind of an oldie but a goodie. Everybody knows this one. I should get the light one, but I don't know. This one's not that bad. I feel like if I use a light hand, I can kind of make it work. And then Charlotte Tilbury, this is a cream bronzer stick, and this one's just beautiful, and I'm definitely keeping this one. It's almost done, but yeah, I love that color, that bronze color. Next is blush. This is definitely my favorite category. It's always been my favorite category. There's something about blush that just really makes me happy, and I do like kind of more of like a pinky tone blush, but you'll kind of see that as I swatch everything. But I'm also gonna declutter the most out of this section just because I did order some new ones and I just want to make room for those. So I know I'm gonna get rid of the Charlotte Tilbury one. I love it, but it's just old and I need to repurchase it. It is kind of a summer color too, so I don't think I would use it much over the winter. This one, the Benetton, they're all beautiful. They're all so easy to work with. If you are just getting into makeup, I would definitely recommend any one of these because I think that you will like it. You can use it on your cheeks, on your lip. This one is just a beautiful light pinky peachy color. I think it's almost like watermelon. I think that was the name. This Cheekster, this is old. This can go. This is a really good affordable price point if you do kind of want to test new blushes, like different colors. If you're looking at kind of more of a mauve one or a pinky one or a purple one, get this and see if you like it on you, because they are pretty inexpensive. These Benefit Dandelion, this has always been my favorite one, but I have the worst luck with hard pan on these. I don't know. Nothing's coming out. So literally have to scrape it and nothing comes out. So I'm going to have to repurchase that. I don't know what's going on there. This Buxom one, I don't even think these are a thing anymore. So I'm just going to get rid of this one. It's like a primer infused. I think it's called like the Havana blush, but I'm going to get rid of that one. I got it from Marshall's a while ago, so that, it's old. This is Shelly. I feel like I have a better luck with these pans like in the palette form rather than like in the little box form. I don't know if anybody else has that trouble, but I don't know if it's just me. This is Patrick Ta. I have used this quite a bit. I'm going to be keeping that. I don't even really want to show that because it's kind of gross and embarrassing. But keeping that, and I do love the powder shade also. So I'll be keeping that one. And I just want to show you how much I am getting rid of already too. So I feel like that's a good start, even just with that little bit. Next we have highlighters, and I'm not really a highlighter girl. Never really was. You can judge me, I know. But I just, I find a more natural highlight just to be more appealing on my skin with my large pores especially. So I use this Charlotte Tilbury one the most, as you can tell. Very well loved. I don't think you can buy this anymore. You can still buy like the blush one, but I wish you could get this one with the bronzer because I would repurchase it. I have another Benefit, again, like the hard pan in these boxes. I don't know what it is, if it's just me, if I'm doing something wrong, but I might have to pass this one along. And this one is so old. This is ColourPop. This is literally, it's still good. Like, it still is bouncy, cushiony. It still looks good. But girl, this is old. This is like more than 4 years old, and I don't know how it's still going, but that's awesome. Everybody always says they dry up, but not this one. I have Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. This was like in a little set that I had got, and I do like this one. It is a little more pinky than what I would like for a highlight. I feel like I like more of a champagne color, but that's beautiful. I'm gonna have to keep that one. And same with this Rare Beauty one. It's just nice to have it on hand, but I remember getting this when I was on a trip, and it was just super cute, super easy to work with, and yes, I'm keeping that one for sure. And I'll just swatch this one too. That's what I like. It's like a natural highlight. That's what I'm kind of looking for. So I have all of my eyeshadow palettes, and I've definitely had way more over the years, but I'm definitely someone who's known to kind of pass something along if it's not working for me or if I'm not using it every day. But I have the Charlotte Tilbury, the Golden Goddess palette, and this is just an everyday for me. It's typically this shade. I don't think it has a color, but it's just a really pretty taupey, shimmery, one and done shade. I can use this and have a beautiful look, so I'm keeping that one. And then this Violet Voss one, they don't have this one anymore, but I definitely recommend her shadows. I think they're beautiful. This palette's nice for travel. I have, everyday staples and then a few fun gemstone colors. So I'm going to be keeping this one, but I won't swatch it because you can't buy it anymore, but definitely recommend her stuff. This is the Milani. This is a Gilded Mini. This is in the It's All Rose color. Kind of bought this on a whim, but I'm glad I did because I feel like I can get a really cute look, kind of a burgundy pinky look. And these shimmers, they aren't the best, but they are beautiful, so I'm going to be keeping this one. Another one I'm going to be keeping just for me, this is the Mini Gold palette by Natasha Denona, and I bought this one because I honestly didn't have money to buy the big one. But I don't know, I didn't use it as much as I would like to. It is very green, but I do love green shadow, so I'm going to be keeping that one. And then this one, the Naked 3 palette by Urban Decay. If you know, you know. This was my first palette, not this one specifically, but this was my first luxury palette. And I remember this was like the coolest go-to it palettes, the Naked. So I will always have this in my collection. I hope they never get rid of it. There's really nothing like it. It's got those taupey shades that I love that I just swatched from that Charlotte Tilbury, but they are a little more pinky. And I like that because I have green eyes, and green eyes, blue eyes, pinky is kind of the color that brings out your eye. So I just feel like I can get really beautiful look with this. Every time I use it, I'm not disappointed. And I'll probably buy another one soon. Just because I think this one is getting a little bit old. And I hate putting old eye product on my eye. But yeah, look at that. Those are all the colors that I just love. So I'm definitely keeping that one. This is a staple for me. And then I do have a few shadow sticks. These are the Bobbi Brown. This one is in the shade Golden Pink. And I got this like a freebie and I'm almost done with it. And I really do like it. It's so easy to apply. And then I have this one, I believe it's in the shade Mulberry. This was kind of in a set. And somebody had given me this one, but I do love both of these. They're so easy to work with and apply. And then I just have this little mini Natasha Denona. It's from the Retro palette. I think it's the shade Helio. But yeah, it's just that color that I really like. It's a little dark for me, but I do love it. All right, so this is kind of where I do have a lot of stuff, so just bear with me as I go through all of it. But these are all of my lip glosses, and I have my lipsticks. I'll do those next. But I'll just kind of stick with these. I do really like kind of more of like that pinky brown color. And I am kind of finding my lipsticks and lip glosses that really truly work for me. And I've always had a hard time with that with my skin tone. So that's something that people don't really talk about that much, how hard it is finding your one true color because everybody is so different. But I'll probably be getting rid of a couple of these here just because they're old, not because I don't like them. But these Summer Friday ones, I'm definitely going to be keeping those because it's not really a lip gloss. It's kind of more of like a chapstick, something that helps your lips. And they don't really have color, so I won't be swatching those, but definitely keeping these two. This one's new to me. This is the Laneige Glaze Craze. And I love this one. I love the applicator. I think it does feel really nice on the lips. It's not sticky at all. So I'm going to be keeping that one. I got it in a Sephora set. A lot of these are from those Sephora sets. Like I said, I'm just trying to find my shades. This one I'm going to be getting rid of because my sister gave this to me. I honestly don't. I've never heard of this brand. And it's kind of a pumping gloss, and I don't know, I just don't prefer pumping glosses. I think they're very uncomfortable. So I'm going to get rid of this one, or maybe just try to give it back to her, because I'm not into that one. This one is cute. Yeah, this one is the e.l.f. Lip Liqueur. This one is in the shade Whisper Pink. So yeah, I like this one. It's just kind of a staple you put on top of any color, and it just kind of looks good. It is really pinky though, so maybe not any color. This one I'm going to get rid of. This is Milani. I don't know, something about the smell on this one. I think it's gotten worse as it's getting older, but it's just that really fake strawberry scent, and it just reminds me of like makeup I had as a kid. So I'm going to get rid of that. But I do love Milani. Another one I'm going to get rid of, this is NYX lip oil. I feel like everybody's had one, but that one is showing definitely signs of oldness. I don't even want to open it. This one here is the Makeup by Mario stick. This is in the shade Watermelon Glow. I do love this in the summer. I think that would be such a cute summer shade. So I will keep this. And then I have my Haas Labs. This is Lady Gaga's brand. This is in the shade Cocoa. It's very dark, but if I use, a little bit and go with a light hand, I can make this work for me. So I'm going to be keeping this one. And I do want to get more because I do like the creaminess and the texture of this one. This is my favorite. This is I think this is in the shade Unbuttoned, but I'm going to buy a big one once this one is done by Kosas because I love this one. I got this for free in a birthday set. They did well doing this as a birthday set because I am going to buy the big one once this is done. Here's another like plumping gloss. This is Lawless Forget the Filter. And again, I'm not like a big fan of like pumping gloss, but it's okay. It's in the shade Nudie and it's small, so I think I can probably use this up pretty quick. This one is the Makeup Forever. I think this is in the shade Wherever Walnut, but one of my favorites. So beautiful. I want to buy the full size when I'm done with this one. That's the nice thing about little sizes is that you can finish, and if you do finish, then you can buy the big one. This is a Tower 28. This is in the shade Pistachio, and a really cute pinky summertime fun color. That's all I can say about it. I do really love this one. This is another Tarte Moroccan. This is another very, very dark color, but I can make it work if I use a light hand. So I'll keep this one. And this is a Rare Beauty. I think this is in the shade Hope, but just kind of a lip stain. I do like this one. I think I could obviously use it up pretty quick, but I will be keeping that one. The mini ones are nice to have in your purse too. They just kind of don't take up a lot of room, and you can have quite a few colors if you have a lot of minis, so that's fun. And here are a few that I am getting rid of just because they are old, and I'm just going to throw them away. Alright, so next I have all of my lipsticks. I don't really have too many of them, so I'm probably going to keep all of them. And I really just do prefer more of a lip gloss lately. I do love more like the pinky colors, but I do really love a red lip. So let's go through these ones. Got the little YSL mini lipsticks. Honestly, I'm not sure. These don't have names on them, so I'm not sure what the names are, but they're so beautiful, creamy, and they're like light. They're not like super pigmented. One of them's a little pinkier, one of them's a little darker. I like to have them both, but usually the lighter one in the summer and darker one in the winter. So I'll probably be keeping both of those. Next, I have the Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Pillow Talk Light, and I find that the light works better for me. The Pillow Talk Original doesn't, but this is a really pretty pinky color. I'll be keeping that one. This is old, but this is the Bite Beauty. I don't even think Bite Beauty is a thing anymore. But this is in the shade Glace, and it's really beautiful. I think I'm going to keep that just for like kind of a liner to have. I don't know if I'd use it all over my lip. And then these ones are oldies but goodies. I love these. I'm gonna have to repurchase a bigger one soon, but these have been doing just fine. These are the NARS Velvet Matte Lip Pencil, and I have the shade Dulce Vita and then the shade Corella. So I'm going to be keeping both of those. This is MAC. This is the OG Flesh Pot. I still have her, like just a little bit left. But I did want to get the new one just to kind of compare the formulas. So I'm going to be keeping that just for that purposes. But yeah, here's Corella. This is what I was talking about with the NARS matte lip pencil. And this is my favorite red. I love this red. It's dark. It's like a true red, like a dark apple red, maybe even a little darker. But I absolutely love this, and I will be keeping this forever. I did see that they reformulated the packaging, so I really hope they didn't reformulate the formula. All right, so this is MAC. This is Chili. I like this one because it's kind of more of like a brick red. So I will be keeping that one. And then I have a little Russian red. This one I have a hard time working for me. It's kind of like in between those two reds, I would say. But I'll keep this one. It's just nice to have a mini, even though I don't like it as much. So I'm going to be keeping all of these. As you can tell, I love pinkies and I love reds. So there's that. I only have a couple lip liners, and I feel like that's really all I need. This is Merit. This is in the shade Capricorn. I just recently got this from a Sephora Favorites little set, and yeah, that's a beautiful brown tone, and it works really well with all of these pinks. Kind of darkens it up a little bit if I need to, but I also have been leaning towards some of those brown colors. And then this one is Rare Beauty. I think this is in the shade Hope, just a little bit lighter, a little more pinky. And I love these two colors. I feel like I can get a lot of looks with just these two lip liners. All right, so eyebrow pencils are going to be easy for me because this Anastasia brow one is my favorite. This is in the shade Taupe. And I have a really hard time, I guess, finding an eyebrow pencil that works for me. I have this NYX one that I was trying out, but unfortunately, it is in the shade Taupe, but it's way too red for my skin tone. I don't know. It's just, I wanted it to work. I'm going to give this one to a friend who I think it would work for her more. But just to prove what I'm trying to get at is that this one is also taupe, but it's more like muted and gray. And I don't know, it just works so much better. If you guys have something that's similar, let me know because I would totally try it. But I'm going to keep this one and get rid of the other one. So for setting powders, this is the Patrick Star one size. I'm almost done with this, so I know I can finish this. And then I have the iconic London Prep Set and Glow. I do like this one if I'm going out. It does give me a really nice glow. So I think I'm going to keep both of these. All right, so getting down to the last of it, I have my Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara. This is my favorite drugstore mascara. I'll be keeping that. And then I forgot I had a couple eyeliners. This is a Too Faced one. This is such a beautiful turquoise shade, but I don't think they have it anymore, so I don't think I'm going to really tell you much more about it. And then this is a NYX eyeliner. This is a black shade. I feel like everybody should have a black in their collection. There's so much you can do with that. All right, so this is everything that I'm getting rid of, decluttering, throwing away, whatever I got to do with it. All right, so this is the finished look. I'm definitely very happy about this. It's way less clutter. I have room to bring in some of the new stuff that I ordered. It's not clean by any means. It's not organized. I'll probably do that when I get the new stuff. So if you guys want to see on a video on that, just let me know. But here's just a few new things that I just got from Salt Beauty, and I got the Hannah Louise post-on collection. So again, if you want to see a video of all of the new stuff that I just got, just let me know. But thank you so much for sticking to the end of this video. If you did, I really appreciate your support and just you watching this. If not for you, for me, just to kind of see what I have in my collection. So thank you.